Hi everyone, it's Colin from airjamaicaflights.com.jam, and we're here today about air talking to you about air travel to Jamaica. Now, air travel to Jamaica is the fastest and the most convenient way to travel, and everyone wants to travel comfortably and luxuriously, and you can definitely do that when you're flying to Jamaica. You can fly on Air Jamaica or any of the regular airlines, whether it's American Airlines or JetBlue, and even Spirit. And those are probably the best airlines to travel where you can get the best rates. Now, however, the expensive flights prevent budget travelers from exploring the option of flying to their desired destination in Jamaica, whether it's Montego Bay, Kingston, Negril, Ocho Rios, Port Antonio, and the list goes on and on and on. Now, of course, cheap flights to Jamaica is what everybody wants to actually have access to. And you can find that when you visit www.airjamaicaflights.com.gm. We specialize in direct cheap flights to Jamaica, and you can find a whole range of cheap flights to the island. You can fly for business class from 50 to 70% off the retail fares. There are cheap flights to Montego Bay, including hotels. We've got last minute travel flights. We've got Seventh Heaven travel flights, air tickets, vacation packages, cheap airfare, and of course specials to Montego Bay, the place that everyone loves. Now, air travel is indeed expensive at times, but it's possible to find cheap flights to Jamaica and make your air travel economical. In a present day world where time is actually money, people cannot actually afford to spend days altogether in train or road journeys or long journeys to reach that vacation destination that they want to actually go to and then get back, to the hustle and bustle of life. So there are a couple of things that we want to actually point out that you actually need to do when taking care of your Air Jamaica flight. The first thing that you want to do is, of course, go to your browser and type in www.airjamaicaflights.com.gm. The second thing you want to do is actually to plan early. If you start planning and looking for tickets well in advance, say about 2 to 3 months prior to the date of travel, then you're likely to find really cheap tickets to Jamaica and really cheap rates that you can work with. Flights with stopovers. A direct flight from where you're coming from to Jamaica may cost you a lot more than a flight which has one or two stopovers before it reaches your final Jamaican destination. You can look for such flights as they will actually be cheaper. Agree that they might take a bit longer than the direct flights, but remember you'll be saving a lot of money in terms of taking these stopover flights. And we advise you not to do that during holidays. Very bad idea to do during holidays. Now you can search for all available flights, and these days a lot of low-cost airlines have started operating, and they provide good services at affordable rates. One of these airlines is Spirit, and Spirit does provide a lot of cheap rates. You can find a lot of those rates right here at airjamaicaflights.com.gm. A lot of content, strong information on how to actually make your flight travel a lot easier on this particular website. Now, the net amount payable, you have to actually be sure that you know exactly how much this comes up to, because while you're booking your tickets online, you have to pay attention that the price being displayed is not the total cost, because you're going to have to include what are known as all payable taxes, and taxes can sometimes run you about 40 to 50% the cost of the ticket itself. Now, of course, subscribing to our RSS feed and our news feeds that you can find on our website at www.airjamaicaflights.com.gm will allow you to actually get the first 50 tickets that come out every single month, which are the least expensive. And you can go ahead and visit our website, look for the RSS link, and subscribe to us. And finally, of course, once you've done that, you need to compare and select. Compare the prices of available flights and pick the one that is close to your chosen date of travel and suits you in terms of time and cost. Now, that's our tip for today. Remember, go ahead and visit www.airjamaicaflights.com.gm.